the next thing I just want to show you, the second final thing, is to share it. So when I click share, I'm now going to create it online video promo version 1. Then I'm going to save. This is actually what I always do as well. Save to. I go to my desktop or wherever I have all my files. In here, then I create a new folder and I call it exports with an X, purely because in my system, it will always be at the end. So then when I go into my other videos folder and I'm just looking for the final video, I always know then that it's in exports. Go with the estimate, go with it as it is if you like, or you can drop down and look at advanced settings. So presets, you've presets for Facebook and YouTube. I usually go for YouTube 1080p full HD. That's usually, and that's going to be 30 frames per second, which we looked at earlier. 1080p is the resolution, frame rate 30. Audio channel is stereo. Yeah, I want it to be that. The quality then, I can make it either higher, which I'm looking at the file size there now. So sorry, when it was at auto, what was it at? Custom YouTube. So it was at 94 megabits. But then if I want to make it a bit higher to 111 megabits, that should mean that there's more quality in the video. It doesn't always, but it should. So with those settings then, I'll click export. And the other thing to notice is that before it exports, it does a render where it just turns the individual files into, like, it bakes in the overlays and the color and stuff like that, creates semi little individual files, and then after it renders, then it exports into a .mp4, or I think it's just MP4. It might do an MOV, but I think it's just MP4 for YouTube and Facebook and stuff. And then that will be in your exports folder ready to go. But so look just down here, if you're like, where is the video? It's rendering first and then it's exporting. So just be patient, keep that open. And then say, right, I wanted to make a square or portrait version. I'll go back into home. I will duplicate again, and I will call this version 4 portrait. Now, going from landscape to portrait is a big jump, as I said before, but let's just see what it's like. So I'll go up to sequence, aspect ratio, portrait, and there's a lot to do. So I'm going to have to, change this around, maybe move it down instead of at the top, put it on my top like that. That's grand. There is a big difference between bad video, hi, my name is Judy, and good video. Now, in fairness, it takes the text stuff and it fits it within the frame. Now, the way it's fitted, I'm not sure about. I'd probably actually get rid of the logo. I might make that a bit bigger and move that over a little bit. I'd go down to me in the frame and center me a little bit as well. So I've no room to go up and down, but I can go over. I might move this. So it's just a little bit of moving, but you can see that video content so that you can attract new clients and see the way it fits that in there. So it's possible. It's just not optimal. God, I can't believe I got that out. That's exactly what I meant to say, and I said it for the first time in history. So that's how you do that, and that's really all of it. Like that's. I hope that gives you. I hope, right, guys. I know now you've seen a lot of technical stuff, a lot of theoretical stuff, but my hope is that you're a bit more motivated and confident to take this on, like feeling like really the gamut from start to finish of what's involved. Did it do that for you?
I feel like editing can sometimes be quite a daunting task, or more so like editing to make something that's really, really good or really compelling. So it's really encouraging to see how quickly you can do that in Adobe Rush, and all the tricks as well that you have as well to get it done quicker. No, really useful.
Yeah, that's good.
Even the stuff like the adding the same color scheme on your stock footage so they look cohesive, like that's so handy.
Yeah. All of that stuff. And and every time you're going to go into an edit, guys, you're going to come up with more ideas. So your plan gets you so far, and you're like, okay, the plan makes sense. But then when you get to the edit, I feel like a whole new dimension of creativity can sometimes take over, where you're like, but at least you have your plan that if it messes up, you can always go back to the way it was supposed to be. But in here now, you can duplicate projects and have a bit of fun with it and try new things and add a voiceover to the timeline that maybe has an extra sentence that you didn't plan on including, but you just thought of it later on. So the options are infinite. You've been amazing, and I can't wait to see what you do with the video.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Judy. Bye bye. Bye, Ross.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Noreen. Bye,
Bye.
Judy.